for a healing path, it's important and necessary to have courage, commitment, and patience. And for each of us, there's usually one of those three that tends to be our challenge. For me, I used to call it the P word when I first moved up here and was in this doing the work, and it was the P word. And so now what I'm getting as I'm sharing this is that this was another level in my own evolution of learning patience in my life. Yeah. So we each have our whatever it is. And the universe brings us these lessons in funny ways. Alrighty, so let's have just a touch of a challenging seated position for you. So rather than going to that position which you gravitate toward because it's easy, let's see if we can take it up a notch and find, it may be the same position. For me, it might be that I move from the easy pose to more of a half lotus pose. Whatever it is for you, to find that. As always, we open up the flesh on the sit bones over and over and over again. And then feel the places in your body where those challenges are. Whatever it is for you, identify where. And then bring your breath awareness to that place of challenge. And see if you can breathe into it and soften. Yeah, that may sound super challenging. Let's see if you can attempt, send the intention to soften and just let it go. Watching the natural, effortless, uncontrolled flow of the breath in and out of the nostrils. There's no past breath to compare it to. There's no future breath to anticipate. Not even a current breath to concern yourself with. It's only the now breath. And can your awareness of this now breath become so great that it fills your consciousness? Paying attention to the alignment. When your body feels the need for movement, to come into greater alignment, allow it to move. However it's feeling, it needs. Whatever it's feeling, it needs. Can you feel the abdomen soft so that as you're inhaling, the breath fills the belly and it softens outward, away from the spine. As you exhale, with that softening of the abdomen, the navel moves back toward the spine. Watching the natural, effortless, uncontrolled flow of the breath through the nostrils. Last week our breath practice was on our back, and there's a certain way that your physiology works that it feels different for a breath practice when we're sitting up. Just notice how it is for you. today, in this moment, in this now. The Hatha Yoga is an opportunity to wake down into the body, feeling what you're feeling. Sometimes it's feelings of discomfort or pain. Other times we're so free of pain we feel nothing particular except that which maybe when we move our body, we notice that movement. And then sometimes we're feeling numb. We don't even feel our body. This Hatha Yoga is an opportunity to wake down into the body so we can hear the messages from the body. And in so doing, we open up a space for the healing to occur. Without making anything happen, without needing to have it be a certain way. Can you simply allow the breath to be what it is, in and out of the nostrils? Letting go of any thoughts around the breath. If you're starting to notice in your body that you're feeling a challenge come up, just see if you need to move, and if so, then move. If you can breathe another breath and expand your comfort zone, then allow that to occur. As you're watching the natural, effortless, uncontrolled flow of the breath through the nostrils. And switching our focus of the breath for creating sound. So this would be one of the places in the Hatha Yoga where we exhale through the mouth so we can hear that sound, and our sound is Om. We'll inhale and exhale together, then we'll inhale followed by 3 Oms, inhaling in between. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, softening. Inhaling again, let's share in Oms. As you feel the vibration of the sound emanating out, see if you can feel the emanation of the other vibrations. As they merge and mingle and mesh into an energy spiral of love and light. Can you feel it spiraling upward? Feeling that energy reflected back down and warming and circling us in warmth and light. I like that, and warming us in a circle of light. And if the legs are needing movement, please allow them. You can release one leg, you can release both legs, you can shake them out, you can maintain them however they are. Just see what your body's asking for. And inhaling and lengthening the spine. We'll do a more of a central channel breath practice today. And let's start with a grounding breath. So being certain that the sit bones are open. Feel, you can wiggle around if you want a little bit into the floor. Feel those sit bones as they touch the floor. And as you inhale, see if you can feel the breath coming up from the earth into the first chakra. That's at the base of the spine there. And as you exhale, see if you can feel like it travels from the back of the body at the first chakra through the body and down back to the earth. Inhaling from the earth up to the base of the spine. Exhale through the body out the front and down into the earth. So if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, it's sometimes called ocean breath. You're welcome to breathe it. Sometimes if I'm simply in between speaking, I will be breathing the Ujjayi breath. You might hear a sound coming from me. I'm still breathing through my nostrils. I'm not breathing out through my mouth. So if you're familiar with that, you're welcome to breathe the ocean breath. And now we're going to switch our area of focus to the sky, somewhere out beyond the body. And our inhale is going to come down all the way to that first chakra, the base of the spine. So imagine like the breath as you inhale comes to through the top of the head, down that spine to the base. Exhale it through the body and then back up, out and back up. Inhale from the sky down through the spine to the base of the spine. Exhale through the body out the front and back up. And exhaling back up toward the sky. And now see if you can imagine a place even further out than the sky, cosmos, well beyond our atmosphere. And see if you can breathe in, draw it through into the Earth's atmosphere, into your body, breathing it down to space between the navel and the pubic bone. And on the exhalation, breathe it back up to the heart and radiate out from the heart. Inhaling from the cosmos to it's about the level of the second chakra, if you're familiar with that, between the navel and the pubic bone. Exhale back to the heart and radiate out. Can you notice if your radiation out has a 360-degree radius there? Or do you notice it's unidirectional, or it's going out maybe 180 degrees? Just notice. Can it come out from the front and the back equally? Is it a little weaker in one direction than the other? Is it more of a challenge to feel the energy moving outward in a particular direction? This breath particularly helps to balance our polarities. So if we're feeling out of polarity, out of balance, it can be quite useful, quite helpful. In addition to letting our love light shine out in the world. And then feeling the breath moving up and down the spine again. Breath is still through the nostrils. And now we're going to see if we can feel the diaphragmatic breath. So this is a breath that we fill on the inhalation at the base of the torso, as far down to the pelvic floor as you can as you inhale. And feel your abdomen expand as you inhale, and feel your rib cage open up. All on the inhale. Exhale, feel the rib cage relax and soften down. And feel it move all the way down to the base of the pelvis. See if you can feel that rhythm of breath, inhaling from the base up through the rib cage and exhaling back down. And if you're feeling more capacity and the upper portion of the lungs begin to activate as well, you can inhale and feel the abdomen expand, the rib cage, and maybe your sternum lift, your chest lift. And exhale, feel that fall again. The sensation that you can have is of filling all the way up to your collarbones without having to draw and pull the air in, instead allowing that abdomen to release and soften away from the spine. Allow that expansion in the rib cage, and then feel it moving up towards the collarbones. If it doesn't make it there, are you judging yourself for it not being? See if you can let go of any picture, expectation, or judgment about the way that the mind thinks it should be. If you notice any of that going on, then you can ask the question, who's saying that? Was there somebody in your past that you're repeating and you hear it in your head? Was it an idea that you got from at some point from something that somebody said that may not have actually meant that? And then see if you can let it go. Watching the full, even flow of this diaphragmatic breath. Some people might call it three-part breathing. Probably has some other names. You may have learned it in some form or another. Whatever position your legs are in, see if you can inhale, lengthen the spine. Bringing that right hand behind your body, if you can, the thumb facing towards the body, the fingertips away. Inhale, roll your right shoulder open. Exhale, and as you twist towards the right, start bringing your left hand around to the right leg. Beautiful. The sense is inhaling, lifting, exhaling, and twisting. Inhaling and lifting, exhaling, twisting. Sometimes it's only an internal feeling, this lift and twist. Sometimes it's an external feeling and you feel yourself breathing and opening. We're going to inhale and bring our fingertips together, coming around to the front. And as we exhale, left hand comes behind, right hand outside the left leg, and come into that twist. That's it. Find that right shoulder rolling back and down, extending through the fingertips as you do so. Inhale, feeling yourself lift right up through the top of that head, so your neck is a nice natural extension of the spine. Beautiful. And then twist it as you exhale. Inhaling, the fingertips coming together, we come to the front, interlace them, extend out. Keeping that abdominal area activated, coming around and behind you. Hands coming to your sides, a little bit to the back. Inhale and lift. And release. And let's extend our legs. And shake them out. Yeah. Woohoo, waking them up. Open up. And rotate. You're precious. Or as Tony would say, you're adorable. And he does, yes, use that equally for men and women. And other way. I know we're getting all professional here. All right, and point and flex. What's that? Slow and steady. Fast and frantic. You know, whatever it is. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet together. And let's make sure sit bones are open. If we're on a pillow, like I'm on a pillow, or you're on a rolled up blanket, just let your pelvis come off the edge of it, so to speak, so that your sit bones are maximally headed toward the floor. And first, we're simply going to lift the spine. Inhale and lift. You can keep your hands high on the legs or just below the knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, and let's draw the spine the abdomen against the spine. Inhale, lift. So we're rocking the pelvis. That's it. Pelvic movement. Breath is in and out through the nostrils. Even if you hear my breath, it's still coming through the nostrils, except when I'm speaking. Rocking our pelvis. And then inhale, lifting the spine, and let your heart come through. Our heart is going to lead us. So your spine is going to be as straight as it can be. Chin slightly down towards the notch in the neck, but not on your neck. So you can feel this natural extension of your spine all the way through the neck. And breathe it. Notice if you start to round down, then breathe and lift the heart again. Nice. Okay, we're going to start with our heart. So your awareness is on the heart center here. And small spine wave at the top of the spine, starting with the heart. So this is an isolation here. That's it. And let's take it the other direction. Now, if I'm really impinged in my rib cage area, I might not even be able to see the movement from the outside. It might simply be internal. Okay, we're going to come up to the top and hinge again. See if you have a little bit more space in that pelvic girdle, and I'll come to the side for the hinge, keeping a little bit of a rock forward on my pelvis, long neck. Now, if you'd like to round the spine and come on down, whatever that is for you. As you're breathing in the pose, simply notice. For me, what tends to happen is I first feel a certain area when I get into the pose. Then it starts to open up, and sometimes I feel a softening. Other times I feel more contraction because it feels tight or tense. And I send my breath into those spaces. And I see if I can breathe it open. I can breathe it into relaxation and softening. If I'm not able to, I might back off a little bit, come back up a little, and then see if from there I can breathe softening. If you find yourself in a hurry to get into a pose, or you have a picture of what it's supposed to be, see if you can let that go. And get into your body and feel. You can move around a little bit. If your pelvis feels like it would benefit from some movement, you can move like if you've ever seen cross-country skiing, move forward and backward with your pelvis along the plane of the floor. You can circle the pelvis around if you'd like. Just get into it a little bit. See what is being asked for here. We're going to make sure we activate our abdomen. Those core muscles interlace if you can. Extend out and come on up. Exhale. We're going to draw the knees together. Open your feet a little ways. You can bring the feet in if that feels good. we're going to lift the spine. Now, if you're tending to be on the outside of your feet, bring those metatarsals down, lifting the arches, roll the shoulders. Beautiful. We're actively practicing this alignment in the feet and switching directions with the shoulders so that when we stand, if we're standing in line somewhere, we're waiting for somebody, we can come back to our feet and really feel that foundation. And now we're going to inhale the shoulders away from us. Exhale and squeeze them up towards the ears. Inhale the shoulders away. It might feel a little awkward. Squeeze them up. Inhale away and squeeze them up. Doesn't matter how fast or slow it is, you simply want to match movement with the breath. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other, and come back to center. Let's bring our feet together. See if you can draw your elbows around the knees. It's okay if you're not able to. You can be here. No problem. We're here. And you may be one of those folks that just can go all the way up to their shoulder blades even. And we're going to inhale our left leg straight. And flex that left foot. Lift the spine. So feel that heart lifting. Open now your right foot out. It's going to be somewhere far enough away that you can bring your body. So you're going to bring your right arm inside and you're shifting your body over towards the left so that you're over that left leg. We're going to interlace, extend on down. Yep. And come on up. And coming to your right side, spinal twist. Good. There you have it. And breathe it. And we're going to inhale our fingertips together, come around towards the other side, turning our bodies. And as we come around, bring your right hand down to the inside of the right leg. You can either press that hand in, you can press the elbow in, or even if you're there, you can wrap your right arm around. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Use that arm on the leg to actually press, lift, and turn. And breathe it. And inhale, come back to the center. We're going to interlace and come down the inside of the leg. And woohoo! This is going to go around your right foot. So you want to have the strap as much as possible across the metatarsal, which is that at the base of your toes there. And keeping yourself lifted, heart stays up. Inhale the leg up. Straighten through that leg. We're going to take the strap into the right hand. Inhale, open the left arm, left leg. Keep lifting the spine. And coming across, exhale. Switch the hands and twist it the other way. Now your right arm goes back. Breathing. That's it. Inhale back to the center and release. Let that leg come down. You can set the strap aside, interlace both hands. Come on up. Exhaling, let those hands float down. Come behind into the side of you. Inhale, lift the heart. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. And exhale and release. Okay, lean back a little bit. What you want to pay attention to is your abdominal area and squeeze that abdominal area, bringing the feet up. And inhale, extend. Exhale. One more. And then finish with your legs up, lifting. Get those feet settled, relaxing the toes, feet apart a little bit, lifting the spine. And now we're going to roll the shoulders. Rolling. And roll them again the other way. And let the shoulders come to stillness. And we're going to inhale the right leg straight. Wait, no, was that the one I did the last time? Let's see, nope, this is the other one. Lifting the spine. And we're going to inhale and then exhale, bringing the left hand around to the backside, right arm. If you want, if you can come around and bring your knee into your elbow, that's fine. If you want to have your elbow to the outside of the knee, if you want to have your hand on the leg, the focus is on the right foot active, the lift and the twist. Hey, that's not the pose, Javier. It's your own modification. You love it. Inhaling, fingertips together. And exhale around to the other side. We're going to either press our hand into the inside of the left leg, left arm, down the inside, and then lift and twist with that right hand behind us. We can also wrap around if we want. And for those really open in their shoulders, you can actually bring your hand through the leg and around the back side of you. That's not for everyone. Lifting and twisting, breathing and opening. And then inhaling back to the front, we're going to interlace, extend out, and come on up. And let's do that a second time. Interlace, extend out, come on up, because I missed the first one that we did, and release the arms. And inhale, extend. Oh, wait, no. Don't inhale and extend the left leg. Thank you, Rhonda. Strap around the left metatarsal. And lifting the spine, heart lifted. Inhale, extend the leg. while lifting the spine. Yeah. And bringing the straps into your left hand. Inhale, open the right arm up. Left leg comes open. There we are. And another breath. And exhale across. And twist it the other direction. Left arm opens out. And inhale back to the center. Release the leg. And interlace. Extend with both legs out. Exhale, arms come down. And lift the heart. Alrighty, let's inhale over to the left and exhale your right heel up alongside you. Now, if this isn't an option, the leg can be out, the knee can be away, the knees can be apart. If you need to have your right foot flexed, have your right foot flexed, and if you can have your right foot flat, top of the foot flat on the floor, going there. Giving that heel to the outside of your leg and lift the spine. Good. Flexing that left foot. And then hinge it. There may not be any hinge available to you depending on how tightly the hamstring is strung. This may be your cold side, this may be your warm side, so it feels possibly easeful on one side and not the other. Just notice and breathe. We're going to interlace, extend out, come on up, release the hands. If you can, lift the bent leg knee. If that's too much, don't do it. Good. Lift the heart at the same time. So I'm going in opposite directions. And you can even try a little tilt and thrust with it. You want that heart lifted. And release. Let's go ahead and inhale, open that knee out. Heel towards your buttock. And let's roll this time the inside of our right thigh. If you can, you want your right knee in line with that groin. What's that? Right now I've got it pointed. My toe is pointed rather than flexed. Yeah, if that's an option, but some people can't do that. So then, yes, you would have it flexed. And that right hip. Okay, roll the right hip forward. Bringing the body as much forward as you can. Interlace and extend, activating the core, lifting, and release. We're going to roll towards our left side and extend the right leg. Shake them out. And other side. We're going to lean over to our right, exhaling the heel. Where was that? Oh, yummy. Unless it was yucky, but I think it was probably yummy. All right, get those sit bones open and then lift the spine. You're wanting the heart as tall as it can be. And hinge it a little forward. Just checking in with this right leg. Is this hamstring tighter or looser than the other? Are they equal? How's that left knee doing? Interlace, extend out. Come on up. And release. And on your inhalation, we're going to open the knee up. And if you can, top of the foot towards the floor. And roll that left hip. Again, more movement or less movement than the other side. Utilizing your breath to breathe into it. And then roll that hip point forward. Setting yourself over the right leg, we're going to interlace and extend. And come up, release the hands. And lifting the heart. Good. Feel yourself continuing to drop into that left groin. Making the adjustments and micro adjustments as you go. And coming out of it, rolling to the right. Release the legs, shake them out. Interlace, extend, and come on up. Exhale, release the hands. Let's bring them behind and lift the heart. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And release. Alrighty, leaning over to our left. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that right leg back up. Let's take a moment in our first position here with the top of the foot, if possible, on the floor. Opening up those sit bones. Lifting the spine and drawing the knees together, if that's an option for you. Lift and hinge forward, coming forward. And from here, we're going with spine waves. Spine wave. Get that spine involved. And breathe your spine wave the other direction. I like to come to the top and then shift to the other direction. And then let's interlace, extend out. Come on up. And release the hands. And we're going to inhale the right knee open as we had it before. This time we're going to look to flex the foot. So you'll notice, just notice for yourself where you feel the difference from pointing the foot and flexing the foot if you've had it both ways. For me, when I flex my foot, it gets a little deeper into my groin. For you, it may be somewhere else. Interlace, extend, come on up. We're going to turn towards that right leg now. Release the arms down. For now, I still have my heel towards my butt. Good. All right, coming back around to the front. And this time I'm going to lift my spine, roll that right hip point forward, and I'm going to come down, a little bit of a flat spine, and then let myself round and let it pull all the way down the back of my leg. Maybe you feel it just behind your knee. Maybe you feel it in your hamstring. Maybe you feel it all the way down to your heel, wherever it is for you. Coming out of this, we're going to interlace, extend, come on up, release the hands, and leaning over to the left, and bringing that right leg back into front. Shake them out. And let's go to the other side, leaning over to your right, and exhaling that left heel to the side of the body, if you can, on top of the foot, and drawing the knees together to start and lifting the spine. And here we'll hinge. How you doing with that? Great. Good, good. Which ankle? The left leg. And we want to be gentle, so if it feels like you move into the space of injury, there's just back off. Open up the knee. Can help to take stress off the ankles, whatever it is that your body is asking for. And we're going to spine wave here. And take it to the top. Spine wave the other direction. Small or big, remember, it doesn't matter. Some days I like more movement, some days more internal movements. They all have their advantages. Coming to the top, lifting tall. And let's round it down over the leg. We did this in the open position? Okay, so let's breathe and come back up. I know it is, right, with the knee here. Let's inhale the left knee open then. This time I'm flexing the left foot. You know, it's so funny because I was thinking that as I went into it, but then I thought, oh, we probably did this. All right, and get yourself into a tall position here. Left foot flexed. Heel towards the buttock if you can. If it has to move away a little, that's fine. Let's roll that left hip forward. Oh, yeah. And then coming forward slightly straight, a flat spine to start, and then round it down. Yeah, that feels better. That feels more like it. And breathe while you're hanging over. Breath through the nostrils. See if you can feel the back of that leg or the lower back letting go as you breathe into this pose. Can you let go in the neck and notice as your face is tight? We're going to interlace, extend out. Come on up. Release the hands, and yes, turning towards that left leg. Turn the body as much as you can in the direction of the left leg. Breathing it tall. Great. Okay, and here we're going to interlace and extend over the left leg. Out. Come on up and back around to the front. Releasing the arms and rolling it over. Release the leg. And shake them out. And drawing the soles of the feet together. Let's draw those heels a little bit in. We're still at least a foot's distance, maybe a foot and a half. And when I say a foot and a half, I mean our feet. Not whose was that? King somebody or other's feet that made a foot. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale and hinge. So the back once again, nice and straight. Neck long, chin slightly tucked towards the notch in the neck, but not all the way down. Open it up. Beautiful. Interlace, extend out. Come on up, release your hands as they exhale down to your sides and a little behind you. Lift the heart. And release. Exhale the knees together. Open the feet up. And find your sitting position here. This is a great opportunity to feel yourself. This is our third time in this pose. And there's been a lot in between. Notice if there's more easefulness in a certain area. Notice if there's more contraction in any area. And breathe. Remembering that the Hatha Yoga is about breath awareness. And let's inhale the left leg straight. Lifting the spine. Rolling those shoulders back and down. Okay, reaching for your ankle with your left hand. Inhale and exhale and draw that shin as straight as you can across, flexing that right foot. Lifting in the heart here. Beautiful. And let's draw that leg towards your body while keeping the knee away. That's it. Let that leg lower a little bit and then come across. Inhale as you bring the knee to the right. Exhale, knee to the left. Good. Drop that ankle on top of the leg. If it doesn't cut in too much, if it cuts in a lot, go a little bit more across. Lift the spine. Breathe that right knee down and away, flexing those feet, and hinge. Woohoo. Really get into the back of that left leg. Interlace, extend down. Come on up and reach for that strap. This time we're going to place it on the outer edge of the metatarsal so that as we inhale and lift that leg, the strap settles across the foot. Okay, a little challenge here, bringing the straps into your right hand. Exhale the knee back and inhale it straight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, that's it. Nice lifting of the spine, Javi. Okay, next time the knee is back, feels like you're bringing it back around your body, your ear. Inhale, extend out with the left arm and reach for those toes. Inhale to the front, opening the left arm. Inhale the right leg open. There we go. Good. Exhale and come across. And breathe the right arm open. Twist, lift. Good. Inhale back to the front and let that leg come on down. Release the strap and shake them out. I know. Yay. Thank goodness. Well, summer is a lot better for that. Let's see. What did we just do on that side? We just did that and that. So let's exhale the left leg. Coming up. Lifting tall. And letting your right hand travel down to your ankle and drawing the left leg up. If needed, the underside hand, you can hold your leg on the underside as well as on the overside here. We're lifting the spine, opening the knee away, and bringing our shin as much toward parallel to the ceiling as possible. If we're tight in the hips, we're really going to feel this. And draw the leg away from you and a little bit towards you. Away from you and towards you. Good. Say that again. Not compromising the spine, exactly. And then come back to the center, and we're going to inhale the knee to the left, exhale across. Yeah, so sometimes we can't lift the leg as high because that compromises the spine too much, so you play the edge of it. Back to the center, and we're going to drop that ankle on top of the thigh or come across a little more if the ankle digs in, and lift the spine to start. And then come slightly forward to your hinge. Interlace, extend, come out, and get your strap, put it around the outer portion of the leg. Inhale and extend. Let that pelvic area come into a tilt as you lower the leg a little, which is fine, so that you can get your length on your spine, and then bring the straps into your left hand. And exhale that knee back. Inhale forward. With your breath. Again, doing our utmost to keep that spine lifted. We're going to exhale the knee back and then reach with the right hand. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, extend the leg. Inhale, the right arm open and left leg. And lift it tall. Exhale, come across and twist it the other direction. Lifting in the heart. On your inhalation, we'll come back to the center and we'll let that leg come down. Shake them out. Interlace, extend. Come on up and release the hands behind you. We're going to point our fingertips forward if we can towards us, or alternatively come up on the knuckles here. Inhale, lift the spine. Lift your butt off the floor, point your toes away. If you'd like a Kapalabhati breath, you can do that if you know it. And continue, continue, continue. And release. Come on down. Yay! And we can come into traction if you would like. So as you come down, tuck your fingers underneath your buttocks. And as you come down, your hands will be on that shelf of your sacrum. You can lift and lengthen as you let the head come down towards the floor and create a traction in your sacral area. Oh, okay. And bringing the hands further down, creating a triangle with your thumb and forefinger, palms facing down underneath your sacrum there. Let your index fingers peek out from between your legs. You can bring the legs either straight and feet flexed, or in diamond, soles of the feet together, and lifting the heart, dropping the head back into fish pose. Deep diaphragmatic breaths in fish pose and let it go. Two more diaphragmatic breaths in fish pose, and then come into upward facing triple diamond. In the upward facing triple diamond, the soles of the feet touch, knees relax. If you can have the thumb and forefinger touch above the head. If that makes your elbows come way off the floor, you have to squeeze your shoulders tight, then open up into more of a cactus arm, moving in the direction of thumb and forefinger touching. And breathe in upward facing triple diamond. Releasing tension, anger, frustration, and anxiety from the being, and just let it go. And extend to the arms above the head, the legs long, stretching. Exhaling, drawing your right knee up. Place your right foot on top of the left knee. Inhale your right arm to shoulder height, and on your exhale, guide the knee down to the left side with the left hand into final spinal twist. And breathe it. Letting go any residual tension in the spine. Inhale that right knee up, extend the right leg alongside the left, and exhale the left knee up, opening up that left arm on the inhale, exhale, left knee down to the right side, guiding it with the right hand, spinal twist. Breathing the head into the twist if you haven't already. Softening in. Inhaling that leg back up and then drawing the right knee alongside the left knee. Reach up with both hands, cradling the knees. Inhale, filling the spine and all the spaces between the vertebrae with the breath. And on the exhalation, draw your head up towards your knees, knees towards your head, squeezing into a ball and rock and roll, forward, backwards, side to side, round and round, whatever feels good to you. And then gently bring the rock and rolls to a close, coming onto your back for Shavasana. Letting the legs extend, feet apart, relaxing in the hips, or you can have the knees bent with the feet open, dropping the knees together, and let go in the pelvis. With the backs of the hands on the floor, away from the sides, see if you can feel the weight of the arms releasing into the floor, and just let it go. And you're going to bring the awareness back to the natural, effortless, uncontrolled flow of the breath through the nostrils. And just let it go. As the mind and the body become still and quiet, allowing the awareness to rest on the natural, effortless, uncontrolled flow of the breath through the nostrils.
Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. I open my heart to the power of grace that lives in us as goodness that never is absent and radiates peace and lights the way to transformation. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Niralambaya Tejase Niralambaya And bringing the awareness back to the breath. Coming back into your body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes and rotating the wrists and the ankles. And inhaling, activating the legs, drawing the feet together and the arms across the head, across the floor and above the head. Final long stretch. And exhale, drawing the knees towards the chest, rolling to your right side. Give yourself a hug with your left arm and hand. You can let the head rest on the right arm and hand. As you acknowledge yourself for showing up and putting your body on the floor in love of self today. And gently pressing back up, coming to a seated position. And once there, open up the flesh on the sit bones. Inhale and lengthen in the spine. Exhale and soften. Inhale again and we'll share an Oms. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for coming, sharing your yoga, your energy, and your love. And remind us all that true gains come in a personal practice and encourage a personal practice. And thank you for the donations, which truly support the work, value the yoga, Respect yourselves and honor the divine. Namaste. Thank you.